New York court delivers major blow to independent presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Kennedy will not be able to fight on New York ballot in U.S. presidential elections. Justice Christina Ryba's verdict on Kennedy's residence in nominating petitions. A New York judge on August 12 ruled that independent U.S. presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. cannot appear on the state's November ballot. Justice Christina Ryba ruled that Robert F. Kennedy Jr. falsely claimed a New York residence on nominating petitions despite living in California. Kennedy has vowed to appeal against the New York court ruling. However, if the verdict is upheld, it could lead to lawsuits in other states where Kennedy used the same address to gather signatures. In a 34-page ruling, Judge Christina Ryba ruled Kennedy's New York residence as sham. The lawsuit is backed by a Democrat-aligned political action committee, which claims that Kennedy falsely listed a residence in Katna and that he has actually lived in Los Angeles area since 2014. During the trial in New York, that ran for less than 4 days, Kennedy argued that he has been living in New York since he was 10 and that he currently rents a room in a friend's home in Katna. But in his testimony, Kennedy stated that he had only slept in that room once. Kennedy also testified that he moved to California a decade ago to be with his wife, but he always planned to return to New York, where he is registered to vote. Kennedy has called the ruling partisan and accused the judge of being a Democrat. The independent presidential candidate has vowed to appeal and win the case. Barbara Moss, who rents the room to Kennedy, testified in court that Kennedy pays her $500 a month as rent. However, she acknowledged that there is no written lease and Kennedy made the first payment only after a New York Post story on the matter. Kennedy's presidential campaign has so far faced various challenges and lawsuits in several states, including North Carolina and New Jersey. The Kennedy family scion is pitching himself as an alternative to the two traditional parties. According to Associated Press, Kennedy has potential to do better than any independent candidate in decades thanks to his famous name and loyal fan base. However, the setback in New York could prove to a major hurdle as he looks to dent Democrats as well as the Republicans.